Hey guys, what's going on? It's Corbin from Circa 2020 back. A little bit of a break from our last video and apologize for that. Just kind of went back to work, but I got into something pretty cool. So I've been working on that and I want to bring you guys in on what's going on. So as you can see here, we got twin AR-15s. Now, obviously the hottest gun out right now, minus maybe a certain few handguns or a certain, genetic design of handguns, 9mm competition 9s are hot right now. Self-defense 9s, 380s, that stuff's hot. But regardless, AR-15 has been the king of the mountain when it comes to demand in the firearms industry for a long time. And with everything going on in the world, that demand is only going up. I have people approaching me, I had people approaching me every few days at minimum, sometimes every day, sometimes multiple times a day, because they know, I don't do a lot of posting on my social media, my personal stuff with my guns, but everybody who knows me knows pretty much that I'm into guns. So, they reach out, they want a little bit of help, they want to buy an AR-15, they can't find one. So that's kind of where everybody's at right now. It's hard to walk into your local FFL shop and buy an AR off the wall, and if you can find one, odds are it's way overpriced, and it might not be exactly what you want. So for the people looking to get into the AR world, the people around me and the people, local, my friends, my family, and then now you guys out here, I want to give you an idea of how to build yourself a good purpose-built duty rifle AR-15. Standard 16-inch. Now, obviously, you can do whatever you want. But what I'm going to cover here is the Colonial. I've actually named this rifle because I kind of put together a package, a build list, what have you, with all the parts that you would want, the good parts that you would want in a rifle. No frills, no extras, just, really good parts, standard parts to get your rifle out on the range and have a lot of fun with. So I guess we'll start by just showing you one. Now these here are complete twins, and this one here is done. This one here needs a couple fasteners and things tightened up. So I'll stick that one on the vise and we'll go over this specific firearm. Now, I'm not going to go tip to tip like I normally do because in AR there isn't that much to go over tip to tip, but I want to go over the companies in which this gun is representing. CBC Industries, Precision Firearms, lifetime warranty, upper shell. You can get the upper receivers as stripped, so it'll have no dust. Basically, a stripped upper means you have no dust cover, no forward assist. I buy them complete because you're paying the same amount of money pretty much to get them stripped and buy the parts, or if you have the parts laying around, that's great too, but to throw it all in versus just paying the extra 15 bucks and getting one that's complete. Very nice. The anodizing's nice, the finish is nice. No problems with CBC. I actually have 3 of their uppers in-house right now, and here is another one of their uppers. Very decent quality, very clean, just, typical mil-spec forged upper. Not much else to say. I think you can pick them up for under 100 bucks, completely assembled, which is only 2 parts, but assembled. And then we're gonna move on to what's inside, because there's really 2 main parts that make an AR work. Your bolt carrier group, it's a bunch of parts, but your bolt carrier group and your barrel. And this is where I wouldn't cheap out. You don't have to spend, you have to excuse my sweating, guys. I had the garage door closed and it is 9,000 degrees in here right now. You don't have to spend $1 million, but you need to spend at least 100 to 120 on a good proven bolt carrier. And you need to do research on whatever barrel you want and buy something that's going to work. The bolt carrier that we use in this, and I want to get this right, so let me snap this back together. Well, I'm just gonna let that go. Does anybody ever have a problem with their detents? Their detents on their takedown pins when you first put them in brand new, they're really sharp and it doesn't want to let the takedown pin go. Dun, 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 dun. So I got an MPI bolt. Now this actually came from right2bear.com. Right2bear.com sells a blemished MPI bolts. I cannot find a bolt carrier group. I cannot find where this thing was blemished at. I got into Cerakoting, so I figured if it was really ugly, we would just strip the carrier and Cerakote it and put a micro slick on it or something. There was no blemish that I could find on it. Now it's guaranteed to be just cosmetic blemish and nothing about the piece itself has any kind of issue with functionality. So the MPI bolts you can pick up regular price about $130. The blem ones you can pick up for about $120 to $110. And then there we go. The lower American Tactical from Summerville, South Carolina, made in the USA. People on the AR groups on Facebook and on different forums, they say that American Tactical's junk. It is not. I have 4 American Tactical lowers here right now. I have not had a single problem with any of them. Using mil-spec parts, everything has been easy. 20 minutes to throw a lower together. No issues whatsoever. The finish has been fantastic. The tolerances have been fantastic. Broached mag wells. Everything about this lower has been perfect, on point. Now this is their Mil-Sport multi-cal. It's just their basic AR builder lower. No problems with it whatsoever. I went ahead and picked up from Unbranded AR a mil-spec lower parts kit. So basically what that means, what you're getting with the mil-spec lower parts kit, you're getting a single-sided safety, regular nitride mag release, you're getting a regular mil-spec trigger with like an 8-pound trigger spring. You're getting, this grip is actually kind of comfy, even though it's a very basic grip. I actually think this grip is really comfortable. It has the split for the middle and ring finger. I like it a lot. Mil-spec bolt catch, you're getting all your springs, everything. You can pick up that lower build kit with everything in it for about 40 to 50 bucks. So really, if you're not looking for anything Gucci trigger-wise or anything Gucci with stainless parts or ambidextrous trigger, you just want to build a functional AR on the dime, unbranded AR lower parts kit, mil-spec, fantastic. Next, I guess we'll keep using this one. The handguard, really nice handguard. Now I tell you, I wanted to build, my biggest problem with my 16-inch AR that I had originally built for myself, it was heavy. Had a heavy barrel, heavy handguard, just all around that rifle just, I'm not a sis, but it could have been lighter. I wanted to build these light. So from AR-15handguard.com, I picked up these slim handguards. Now it's a one-piece handguard, comes with a barrel nut and then 2 bolts that go through the slots on the barrel nut and then clamp around. It is a clamp style free float handguard. It does not have the rail in the center section here, most of which you'll never use. I like that because it gets rid of some weight. The slim part gets rid of some weight. It has M-lock at 3, 6, 9, and 12 o'clock right down the middle if you do need to add a piece of rail. Very light handguard. This rifle, not loaded, has everything in it though but a charging handle because I'm still waiting on those to come in. I don't know what's going on with primary arms. I had 2 separate orders the same day. I got one order 2 days ago and the other order is gone. It's in Jabip. Who knows? Very lightweight handguard. This rifle is light. I would imagine even stuffing a magazine in it. Like I'll stuff this 30 rounder in it. Just so incredibly light compared to other rifles that I've had and other rifles that I've used. And one of the reasons for that is because of the barrel. Now I want to get the barrel exactly right too for you guys. That barrel, oh no, CBC Industries just keeps taking the fall. Just keeps taking the fall. Fine. Build sheet. Ballistic Advantage 16-inch pencil barrel. So it's a pencil profile barrel, which means it's slim. It's a 625 thousandths gas block. So it's a low profile gas block, pencil barrel. The regular A2 compensator is wider than the barrel itself. That helps to cut down on weight a ton. And with Ballistic's Advantage, if you look them up, even with their pencil barrel, you're not giving up any accuracy whatsoever. They'll get hotter a little quicker, but they'll also dissipate heat a little quicker too. So it's kind of what you want to use it for. I built this to go out and run rounds through it, and Ballistic Advantage seemed like a great barrel for the money. You're looking at about 180 bucks for their barrels, but the barrel and the bolt carrier group is the heart of the rifle. You can pretty much put junk everywhere else, and as long as the bolt carrier group and the barrel is good, you're gonna have a rifle that shoots good and that fires well. Reliability, in my opinion, is the most important for me. So I build everything mil spec. I don't cheap out on anything. Now you got some guys who build Gucci guns who would say this is a cheap AR, and that's fine, but I could build a $400 AR if you wanted me to. These are gonna run you between $600 and $800 depending on parts availability and if you can catch a deal or two. Moving on. I run a regular, just A2 compensator because it is solid on the bottom, it is open on the top. I clock them all so that the gun doesn't flash up. It'll tend to try to flash down. The stock on these, I don't think I got the stocks from the same place. No, I didn't. And I'm hoping that I have my paperwork for the stocks. I do. AR-15 handguard, again, has this alpha carbine. It's a nice buffer tube. Nice buffer tube, 6 position. I'm skipping over a couple. 6 position, nice black. I don't know if this is anodized or if it's Cerakote, but it's a really deep, nice satin black finish. It's gorgeous. The stock that's on it, this alpha carbine stock, I like a lot. I like the profile on the back. It has a nice rubber butt to it. It also has a QD adapter, and it's easy to get on and off as well. And we have a little visitor. Hello, Colson. How are you? How are you? Mommy's calling you. Mommy's calling you. So I do like this stock. Yeah. Yeah. The go-karts. Yeah. Mommy's calling you. Okay. All right. We got a visitor. I run a standard. Okay. Yes. Go over to my mom. I run a standard castle nut, and standard on the rifle, just to help cut cost, is a regular old end plate for a lower. I do also tell people there is an option to run a QD adapter for one. There is an option to run the open bracket style for a single point sling, the quick attachment for that. But the back side of it's very normal. With that alpha carbine stock, you are going to get a black coated spring, a black coated buffer. So the whole buffer system is black. It looks really nice, even though nobody sees it. It still looks really nice other than just regular, you know, stainless colored buffer and stainless or tungsten colored spring. You do have black parts, which is kind of cool. This rifle is all black everything. So we've kind of went over really the basis of what all the parts are. I recommend for anybody who's building a rifle, even if you're building a Lego set where it's just stick it together and go, I recommend getting yourself at least a go no-go set, but the most important is a go headspace gauge. From Forster, they make this 223-556 minimum NATO round, this minimum headspace gauge, to 1.4636, which is the minimum spec that any NATO round is made to. So as long as it will chamber this, it will chamber any NATO round available. They do say that they only warranty this gauge to work with American-made NATO ammo, but I do have some other stuff laying around. And listen, most of the time with an AR, you stick the barrel in, you torque the barrel nut properly. The bolt carrier's a regular M16 or AR-15 bolt carrier. You're gonna be okay. Okay, here. But it's still not a bad idea to at least, there you go. Oh boy, trucks. To at least put a go, no-go gauge in there. And if you can't do that, the tried and true way is stick a few different kinds of ammo in your magazine, run your magazine, point the gun in a safe direction. Don't be a douche and hit the trigger. Just keep working that charging handle and that bolt through 4, 5, 6 different kinds of 5.56 ammo. Just boom, eject, boom, eject, boom, eject. And if it pulls it all through, you should be okay. The nice part about these go, no-go gauges is you can click the safe off, fire it, and then eject. Obviously nothing goes bang, it's just a piece of metal, but it is nice to be able to fully cycle the firearm without putting a live round in. Yeah? Okay. So again, this is called the Colonial. I kind of made a little name for this, Hybrid Firearm Solutions. What I've been doing for my friends is they buy the parts and they go out and register the lower. I assemble the rifle myself and give it back to them. A lot of people think building an AR-15 is a daunting task. The next time I put one together, I'm gonna do a video step by step on how I put one of these Colonials together. We also have some other tricks coming up, possibly with some milling, and that's all I'm gonna get into there. But we have a little bit of a little AR system, little AR factory going here at Circa 2020, and I'm certainly not upset about that because my belief is if you're capable, if you're able, right now you should own a firearm. It doesn't have to be an AR-15. It can be whatever you're comfortable owning, but you should own a firearm in the times that we have now just so you can protect what's yours, protect your family, and protect yourself. A rifle like this isn't necessarily something you stuff under a shirt and keep with you all day, but when you're in your castle, you can take care of business with one of these if you have to. So, if you have any questions about the Colonial, about Circa 2020, about anything that we're doing here, if you have any questions at all, comment, message me, just reach out. I'm thinking about making a small page on Parler or Facebook or something to do a little Q&A with these things because I know YouTube's not the best place for it. So just reach out, be smart, reach out. We can talk about this. If you're interested in building one of these yourself, buddy, yes, it's okay. It's okay. If you're interested in building one of these on your own, reach out and I will send you I have no problem sending you the entire build sheet, the part numbers, and where it all came from, and you can put this thing together yourself. Stay tuned as well, because probably this weekend, today is Wednesday, this weekend we're probably going to take these out and run them, make sure they run single shot accuracy and rapid fire, just make sure everything runs how it's supposed to run, because the last thing I want to do is hand somebody their rifle back and it's not what they want. So we're gonna go out, run them, we'll do some videos on that. But again, it's Corbin from Circa 2020, and what we have here is the 16-inch Colonial. It's an ode to the warriors of the past, all business, no frills, duty AR-15. We'll see you around. Come on back so you can check these things out in action.